tariffs reduce the cost of virtually all goods and services. It'll make the United States a manufacturing superpower and the world capital of artificial intelligence and crypto.
Welcome back to the channel. Aaron here from Bitcoin Bros. Happy Sunday, everybody. We're going to be getting into some updates here on strategy, Bitcoin, getting you guys brought back up to speed, everything that's been going on in the market here. It's been pretty quiet here on the weekend. We've seen Bitcoin and Ethereum rally. Altcoins are rallying. We'll be talking a little bit about that in today's video as well. But as you can see on the screen here, if you don't stop buying Bitcoin, you won't stop making money. And Saylor's posting .day again. If you're new to strategy, all this means is when Saylor posts on Twitter every Sunday, it means that they have bought Bitcoin in the past week and they're going to announce their Bitcoin buy tomorrow. So we know that Saylor came out and said that they're not going to be hitting the MicroStrategy common ATM when the MNAV is below 2.50, 2.5x. So what that means is the Bitcoin buy that we will see on Monday is going to be coming from the preferreds. The preferreds are their offerings here: STRD, STRK, STRC, and STRF. Those are their preferred offerings. And STRC is their latest offering, and Saylor has recently called STRC their iPhone moment. And this is the first week of it trading for a full week, and we're going to see the numbers tomorrow. So it's going to be really exciting to see how STRC does along with the other preferreds. But you can see here strategy closed at 395.13 on Friday. They currently hold 628,000 Bitcoin. Definitely think they're going to be above 630,000 Bitcoin when they release those numbers tomorrow. We'll keep you guys up to date. Like and subscribe for more content if you guys want to be updated on anything MicroStrategy, anything BTC. But let me know, how much Bitcoin do you think strategy has bought in over the past week? Put that in the comment section below. My guess is they're going to be buying somewhere around $100 million of Bitcoin over the past week. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. And then I wanted to talk about this a little bit. This is Adam Back saying there are 10,000 alike coins and it's easy to create more. In total, including meme coins, apparently there are now over 3 million coins. But there's only one digitally scarce coin, and that is Bitcoin. So the reason why I want to talk about this is because we saw the Bitcoin dominance come down a little bit, especially over the weekend. A lot of altcoins are pumping pretty hard, and we may see it in alt season. But over the long run, you know what actually has the value? Bitcoin. A lot of these altcoin traders, a lot of people that are investing in crypto, they're trying to trade the altcoins to get higher gains, sell the altcoins to then go buy Bitcoin. That's what a lot of people try to do. I don't really know too many coins that people are saying, I'm going to hold this for 10, 20, 50 years. I'm never selling. But people who are buying Bitcoin are never selling. That is the huge difference there. So as you guys see the gains from the altcoins potentially coming, that is something just to keep in mind, that Bitcoin is really the only digitally scarce asset or crypto coin. And then we have Harvard here. They just bought $120 million worth of the Bitcoin ETF. Ivy League is waking up here. This is really cool to see. We're seeing colleges now buying Bitcoin and holding it as a strategic reserve asset. As Harvard is doing this, Harvard is looked at as one of the most prestigious colleges in the United States. So other colleges are going to follow Harvard's lead, and they're going to buy Bitcoin and also hold it as a strategic asset. So that is something that we could see coming very soon. Other colleges around the US and maybe the world buying BTC. And then I want to take a look at the Bitcoin ETF flows here. On Friday, we had a pretty nice inflow, $360 million from IBIT alone, and the day closed at $403 million inflow for the Bitcoin ETFs. So we're starting to see the ETFs pick back up here. And also just want to mention here, Ethereum ETFs are really starting to pick up as well. They're actually outpacing Bitcoin ETFs just a little bit at around $461 million on Friday. So if this keeps up for Ethereum, and we talk about Bitcoin a lot on our channel, but if this keeps up for Ethereum, Ethereum's price is going to go up, and these Ethereum treasury companies are also going to do really well. But just like Adam Back said, there's only one digitally scarce asset. What's to say these Ethereum strategy companies don't sell all their Ethereum 6 months, 2 years from now and buy the real asset of Bitcoin? That's just something to think about. They could trade out of their Ethereum and buy BTC. And then we have to talk about this because this is definitely going to affect the ETF flows. So this is a Fed rate monitor tool, and you have to pay attention to this because this is what the market is expecting the Federal Reserve to do on September 17th. Right now, we're pricing in a 25 basis point drop from the Fed on September 17th. That's really because we got a bad jobs number a couple of weeks ago, and now the date that we really have to pay attention to is going to be August 12th. This is the CPI inflation number. This could definitely skew things. If the inflation number comes out really hot, the Federal Reserve is going to look at that and they're like, we can't cut rates yet because inflation is still going up. But if inflation is steady or if it goes down, that's going to give them more ammunition to potentially cut even more. If inflation comes in really low, they would potentially cut even more than 25 basis points. So that's something that we do have to pay attention to. Obviously, this is kind of just short-term noise, but you got to pay attention to some of the traditional data that comes out. And this is from Trueflation. Right now, they have year-over-year change for CPI at 1.75%. So right now, that would be lower than the 2% mark that the Federal Reserve is looking for. So if this is true in the CPI numbers and we get a 1.75% CPI inflation year-over-year number, the Federal Reserve is definitely going to be cutting interest rates, probably even more than 25 basis points. So that is something to watch out for, and that's coming on Tuesday. And then a short video here today. I want to leave you guys with this clip from Morgan Stanley talking about what they think about the market right now. So we'll be having new content come out every single day, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe for more content. We have live streams every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so make sure to check those out. And I appreciate you guys watching all the way to the end. My name's Aaron from Bitcoin Bros. I'm out. Let's go ahead and check out this clip, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Back to our overall thesis, Matt, which is that we believe we've been in sort of a 3-year rolling recession, and that the end of that recession ended in April with the tariffs. That was the final capitulation. So we think that's a new bull market, right? We think the bear market ended in basically April. It was a pretty nasty one. There were several, along the way, and that was the final flush. And now we're in a new bull market, and capital markets activity is just another sign that that analysis or that conclusion is probably correct.